Okay, 1434, good luck. So we've not played before, no head-to-head score. 1100 games for my opponent. Okay, let's stick to the carrot. Okay, bishop up. I'm just going to trade there. I think check and back is fine. It's kind of a normal line. So just check and back. We're just trying to get into an equalized position when we're playing with black. I'm quite happy to play an endgame as well. If he moves his queen, doesn't trade, then he can't castle, at least not for a few moves. Okay, I think we just take here. We need the bishop into play at some point, but the queens are off the board, so we've got a little bit of flexibility here. So I think knight across is a little bit awkward. So knight this way feels more sensible. Rook across is a move as well. How do I develop? I'm just going to move my knight away just so I can get the bishop up and castle. We could challenge for the c-file, but no need to do so just yet. If the bishop moves, our opponent can, of course, but we can't really stop them anyhow, so I just want to get my king safe. Okay, that's what he's going for. He's just going to play a move like rook across. We're just going to try and castle. We're covering his infiltration into our position, so okay to castle, rook across, maybe pawn up to challenge him from jumping in. Okay, he's played forward. Well, I'm just going to castle anyway there. Pre-move in case he takes, but now we are going to try and challenge for the foul. Maybe knight forward, and we need this knight onto a better square. So do we do that immediately? I think we just play rook across. Then maybe something like this with a knight. I'm not sure. I can try this, but I'm not going anywhere. So I'm going to drop the knight back this way. It feels like we've got a comfortable position here. Not winning, but comfortable. Okay, so he wants to come in, but we've got pawn up. Do I want to let him in first? Knight in, then pawn up might be an idea. The knight's not going anywhere else, is it? Otherwise, I'm looking at a move like rook up. No. I don't want to restrict this knight. That's a slight problem. I'm going to bring this knight back here. And I'm probably going to do something like this. But if knight in, I can come up. He's restricting my knight. So I'll just give my king a square for now. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to bring my knight this way. So he kicks me back. So I'll just simply drop back. Knight in. I could come across. I could take. Let's just see what he does. Knight in's a little bit annoying, but I'm just looking at the same sort of concept myself as well. Obviously, I can't... Oh, he's gone that way. So pawn up now, I think, is still a move because I'm covering coming here, but it stops me coming out wide. I think I can do it, though, and I can always shift the pawn again. Oh, he's coming over. He wants to be here. Okay. I think I'm going to play rook forward, but actually no, I'm just going to shuffle across. If knight in, I'll just play knight back to challenge that knight. Annoying knight, we want rid of that. Takes, he can obviously come in, but we are kind of covering it. It feels okay. Okay, just take. Okay, now I'm going to try and put a clamp on here and maybe even sack an exchange. It could be useful, but he's going to try and do the same thing here. So we'll get our rook forward. If knight in, we've got the option to take. Or we can just try and take and grab a pawn, I don't know. Knight in, take, he takes our knight, so that's no good. So he's gonna cross. So let's double up. But if he takes, we've got the option to try and advance a pawn. It's not without risk though. So we could just be better to simply take with a rook. He could ignore it though, because his rook is double covered. Okay, so he's played knight forward. Now, I assume I should take there, but I don't know for certain, but it feels like I should take there, so that's what I'm going to do. Now, I assume I need to bring my king over or advance. I'm going to hold this pawn back, and I'm going to try and run my king up something like this. Takes again, we've got a choice, so we'll just consider it as and when. So he's played across. So I'm going to play a rook behind and then support with a view to a potential push. He's played down, okay. I think I want to bring my king up and then pawn up, but I can't really stop this, but I can always trade a rook if I need to. Then once my king's here supporting, then I think I'm alright. I'm just looking at the king up to try and release my rook. Then if pawn down, just simply pawn up. Okay, now if I take with a rook, we're both going to be tied down. That doesn't feel good to me. But he can't go across in one move, so if I can get here, I can step over. He probably should drop back to come over. He probably should do that, and he might be better, but he's allowed me across, so now I'm going to get the open file. Okay, I can ignore that. Let's keep his king cut. If he pushes, I just take there, I just take. He's played this incredibly well, though, hasn't he? I'm looking at rook here to challenge the pawn if his rook waddles off. That's what I'm looking at. Is it any good? Let's go here, and if he comes over, I think I just go here. So he's gone back, but am I literally just out of moves? Let's maybe come here. So here, takes, and I've got connected pawns. I think it's my best bet. Then I can step in, but I can never advance and take, though. That's a slight problem, so it might be draw at best. Okay, but now I've got one pawn, the rest should collapse. I think he had to take there. Now everything's hanging, so let's take this and this. Well, that's just the rook. Played really well up to that point, hadn't he? Really, really well. Now we can just collect the pawns. Okay, let's just drive him back. Just got to try and avoid stalemates now. But he's definitely got a move here or here. So let's just come where? No, let's come here. Then we've got king up. Just trying to avoid stalemates. Okay. So if you give a check, it's never a stalemate. So that's always a good idea if you're in doubt. Now we can check and mate. Really good effort by my opponent though. Really, really good effort there. Well done. So let's put that one through the analyzer. Okay, that was 63 moves. So they're the move times that we've played. So I'm better in that end game after that rook. I think he had to deal with the rook. Where was it? It was quite a way back when there'll be a change in the eval somewhere here. Once I got that pawn, I think he had to take the rook. Once he didn't do that, I think I did really well. But it was a relatively straight conversion. But up to that point, it could have been fairly level. We'll just find out now. By the way, there's no way my centre pawn losses one, it just means I've played a very good endgame, but it was a relatively routine endgame there. Once I'd got the extra material, it was comfortable. So where was it? It was a bit further than this. Yeah, so you see we're still level here. And I've managed to come here and it's still level. And I thought instead of that move, he needed to play a move like rook back to challenge for the open file, but maybe I can just march my pawn. Actually, no, f4 was the best engine move, it's saying, so it was actually the best engine move that he played. And then we're still level, and that's where I've gained the advantage there. And then, oh, rook a2 is actually a blunder. I should have apparently checked instead of trying to box his king. I should have checked first for some reason. I don't know why that's a difference. Apparently that's a blunder and it's still level-ish. So you can see it's now populated. It's not brilliant actually. 84% versus 79%. Lots of blunders each. But it is blitz chess. My centre pawn lost 36. My average is 40 in blitz. So actually not too bad. But well done to my opponent. Could easily have gone wrong that one.